so you're president of the University of the Commonwealth Caribbean, effective September 15, 2022. First of all, how does it feel?
Oh, it's a great experience. It has been quite busy since arriving here in Jamaica. As a matter of fact, upon being appointed to serve as president at UCC, I immediately asked for conversations with our primary leaders here at the university. So even before arriving here in Jamaica, I had, maybe 15, 18, 20 conversations.
20 conversations.
With leaders here.
Okay.
Getting a better understanding, reviewing documents, board minutes, all types of information and manuals about the institution, so that upon my arrival I could be up to speed and ready to hit the ground. And it has been that way since my arrival.
And since you arrived, you've been involved in a lot of other conversations as well. You've been meeting with people all across the various UCC campuses.
Oh, certainly. And that has been a joyful experience for me. Meeting people, interacting with people, listening to their views and their opinions and understanding who they are is always an important aspect of leadership. And being able not only to meet with faculty, staff, and students at Kingston, but also in Montego Bay, Ocho Rios, Mapin, and Mandeville has really been a great blessing and experience. And to be able to share of my vision for UCC moving into the future and to meet the needs and requirements of our employees is always something that we should promote, because beyond that, we want to ensure that as leaders, and in my case as leader, president of UCC, that the needs of our employees are duly met, while I am pushing them and encouraging them to meet the requirements of the university, so that we all succeed together.
On one level, clearly a lot of exciting times. Mm-hmm. But, it strikes me that this sounds like a massive amount of work. So first of all, what is a typical day like?
Oh, very good question. For me, a typical day starts like around 4:45 in the morning. I have my personal devotions. I believe that it's important to be focused from a spiritual standpoint and to be well grounded there. And then I'm off. I may check my early emails, respond to individuals, have breakfast, and then head off to the office, of course, after getting ready, to be there. And once I arrive, then
this is what, 7 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, at 7:30, I would leave the house, and before 8, I am at the office, and the day continues right there.
And that's just meetings, things to solve.
Well, it is meetings and opportunities for growth and for expansion. We are very involved and engaged at the UCC in the future of the university, in the future of Jamaica, in the future of this region. We are fully committed as an entrepreneurial, innovative institution to ensure that what we do has a real impact on our economies, that the lives of people become different as a result of their experience at UCC. So even when I have these meetings throughout the course of the day and interact with people, not so much so just sitting at a desk or on a Zoom platform, but walking around and meeting people and interacting with them, shows that the leader knows what is happening. It's important to keep your ears to the ground and to understand the challenges that people face, the needs that exist, and to see how working collaboratively with each other within the context of shared governance. Students, faculty, staff, all being a part of the governance structure, and sharing that information through the President's Cabinet to the Board of Directors, and getting guidance and direction for the future of the institution is a great collective win and opportunity for all of us.
And even in your description, which is a summary, by the way, because I think you mentioned that the day ends perhaps about at 11? 11 at night.
Yes, yes.
So this is a tremendous amount of work that you really summarized for us. And I want to take you back for a moment to, this idea, because you seem to delight in this idea of the value of hard work. And for those of us who are, for the folks at home who are listening and hearing, they may hear a bit of an accent.
Yes.
Because you're not from Jamaica. You're not born in Jamaica.
Correct.
So let's talk a little bit about your roots and how that contributed to this understanding and this importance you see in the value of really, really hard work.
Very good, and I'm glad that you asked that question, because I was born in the Virgin Islands, British Virgin Islands, on the island of Tortola. Grew up there and moved back and forth between the British Virgin Islands and the U.S. Virgin Islands, among and between family. I'm from a family of 10, large family by numbers, and in these days I say to individuals may only have 1 or 2, and then that's it, but we need to maintain the economy and have more children. I guess I'm a little beyond that right now, but there were a few things that our parents taught us. They did not have the opportunity of higher education at that time. It was not current or present in the BVI at that time. They had a 3rd grade education, but they were fully committed to ensuring that their children, all 10 of us, had the opportunity to grow and to develop and to excel. And we have all done that and made them proud.
So, and this is, them here is your mother and father, mother a housewife, father a carpenter.
Correct, correct.
And they were saying what to you about hard work? What were they saying?
Right, they were talking about the dignity of labor, being able to ensure that nothing comes freely in life. You have to put your shoulders to the work. And so I grew up taking care of animals, of sheep, goats, chickens, going out in the boat to fish and to help to bring in that additional sustenance for the family. And because when our siblings, those who are older than the last 3 of us who stayed at home, moved on in life, we had to learn to do everything. As a matter of fact, our mother guided us through that process. We had to learn to cook, to wash, to iron, to bake, to do all of those things, to clean, that's required. And those things
that was just commonplace.
That was just commonplace.
Everybody had to learn how to cook.
Correct.
Everybody how to clean.
Correct.
No division between what boys did and girls did.
And no division. We all were required to learn to do those things because they had a vision for us. To be able to ensure that we would not have to depend on anyone per se in the future for our lives, although we are interdependent on each other as individuals, but to realize that that dignity of work, that dignity of labor is key and important, and not for us to give up. We're going to meet with trying times, difficult situations, but once we remain focused, we will only see those stumbling blocks as stepping stones.
So I want to talk a little bit about some of those stumbling blocks, but we have to take the break now, right now on Profile. So we're going to do that, and then after the break, we'll continue with this discussion with Dr. Haldane Davies. He is the president of the University of the Commonwealth Caribbean. Profile returns right after these messages.